very important to have sponsors and partners in motorsport. I mean, firstly, obviously, whichever class you're in is expensive, and MotoGP, of course, at the pinnacle, it's an expensive sport. So from the one side, it's finance, but it's not only finance. You know, we need to have partners that can bring us expertise as well. And I would say another point here with Monster, that there's no doubt that we will benefit as a brand in MotoGP, but beyond, is the marketing power and connection, the strength of their brand to communicate our message and what we're doing in various other platforms to a bigger audience. And we have the same as well. We have other key sponsors involved in our project. Eneos is another good example, is a secondary level sponsor for us, but a very, very important brand. And that's Nippon Oil Corporation. So they produce, oil and energy, and they are also developing special lubricants, special fuels, and so forth. But with all of our companies that we have, we're very, very grateful because we share the passion. We're on the same objective together. They can amplify our message, and they can bring their products and expertise to the game. So it's an important part of our job behind the scenes. You don't see it, but it's very, very important.
Okay, so this question is for Suji-san. Can you explain to us how the organization changes internally and Yamaha Motor Company MotoGP Group have affected the approach to the development of the 2019 YZR M1?
As Lin said, and we are some small, I don't know the big, but we have some small modification in the developing point of view. And especially, I would say the key is we have a new developing occasion in the Yamamoto Italy, Weimar, and for the developing especially for the more focus on the electric side. And that is already working very well. Now is already starting the Sepan test. We call Sepan 0, and they already have a great job, and we had already good result. Also, the Jonas Folger is already start to test in Sepan, and also he had a great help for us. Something like that. We used to work only like 90% in Yamaha, but Yamaha headquarters. But now we have to change something like a working style as much as possible to interact more to the communication with outside or the Europe. If they have a good technology outside the company, we try to use that technology to come to inside to develop our M1 more competitive. So that type of work, we need to change some organization in YMC also. Again, Lin said that we have a new general manager and a new group leader. They have such kind of capability to communicate to outside very well. So again, we are very confident with this year's style of the developing, also the organization.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to ask one more final question to Lin and to Mitch. This new hashtag, this new motto, Beast Mode On, it does tell us that there should be something quite special in store. What are your expectations for this season? Perhaps, Lin, we start with you.
Well, I think we're kicking off here in a very positive way. I think the merging of these two brands brings a new energy, literally, brings a new energy to our project. You will see very soon, we like a lot the color of the bike, the design. It's more aggressive, and I think that that's what we need to be. This is very, very important for us. So Beast Mode On is something that we need to adopt that attitude if we want to become world champions.
Great.
I think that's well said, Lin.
Yeah.
And you asked what our expectation was of that. It's really that Maverick and Valley will be fighting down to the last race to see which one of them wins the championship, because they're going to they're going to take the track like a beast and, you know, take over this thing this year. So our
that sounds absolutely
expectations may be a
fantastic.
little high, but hey.
Hey, rather aim high, miss. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please.
Yes, of course. 2019 pre-season testing is about to commence in 2 days' time in Sepang, Malaysia, and a new racing season will soon start. This brings new challenges and excitement.
Absolutely, and you know what? We now have 2 spare seats here, and I know of 2 of the world's most talented riders that cannot wait to get 2019 underway. So ladies and gentlemen, please, a massive round of applause for Valentino Rossi and Maverick Vinales.
Vale.
Guys,
Hi, how are
ciao,
you?
ciao,
Ciao,
Valentina,
Maverick.
how are you?
How are you?
Guys, before we start, you're wearing some fantastic new outfits. Can we just make you move to the front of the
You
stage?
have to
maybe
show
wave
it
to
off
the
a
cameras?
little. Go ahead.
Lucy and I will
Okay.
get out the way. Just give them a bit of a wave. Your first picture, it looks absolutely fantastic. This new clothing, Monster Energy, Yamaha colours in
Exactly.
there.
Just like Lynn said, this
Wonderful.
is the beast mode on,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Valentino, Maverick will have you there. Valentino,
Okay.
just down there, please. Well, it's great to see you guys. First of all, how was your winter? Are you relaxed, ready to go?
Great winter. I felt really good. Honestly, it's a pleasure to be here in front of all of you and with Yamaha and Monster. It's great. I saw the bike and it's beautiful, so I
It's
can't
beautiful,
wait to.
right?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. Vale, what about you? Feeling good? Feeling relaxed?
Yeah. You know, first of all, hi to everybody. Ciao. Yeah, you know, in this moment of the season, you are always very excited. It's a shame because the holiday are finished, but we are ready. We are ready for the season.
Okay, so this is the 3rd time you guys are teammates, right? So how do you feel? Maybe Maverick can go first?
Yeah, we feel great.
Uh-huh.
It was a shame that the results didn't go with us, but I think we are in a really good level. We always try to push ourselves at the limit, and I think if we can be on the level, for sure we're gonna battle really good, really on a really good level.
Okay.
And let's see, but you know, I can't wait to start. And already the holidays were too long. You know, I like to be on the bike. So let's see. I'm really curious to see the steps forwards we did and see if we can push the bike at the maximum already in the first test.
Okay, how about you, Vale?
Yeah, I think that we are a good couple because so he's very young. Unfortunately, me not a lot, but I have a very long career, a very high experience. At the same time, Maverick is very fast, very strong, and we have a good relationship. We fight on the track, but we have a good respect outside, and everything is good. But yeah, like Maverick said, the important are always the result.
Yes, of
So
course.
we're coming from a difficult 2018. We expect more, but we are ready, and we will try to improve and to be stronger.
Okay, so Lynn, would you like to add something, you know, considering that this is the 3rd time, the 3rd year they're together? Maybe you have certain expectations for them this year?
Well, I think I share the same expectations and hopes that they have, you know. As a team, obviously, we know that both of these guys are capable of winning the championship. That's why they're here. They expect from us to deliver the tools that they need to get the job done. So I think we have to accept our side of the responsibility, and I'm totally confident that they will deliver from their side of the responsibility. So hopefully if we work really, really well together, if we run a perfect season, we can achieve mutual success.
Okay, in a team that is so close together, I mean, I'm sure we are all curious about Maverick and Vale. What do you learn from each other? Maverick from Vale, and of course Vale from Maverick. How about you, Maverick? What do you learn the most from Valentino Rossi?
Well, actually, you know, it depends a lot on the track because sometimes when we enter on Friday, Valentino is faster, or in some other tracks I am faster. So for sure we share the data, we try to improve. You know, we used to improve also the riding style. So it's important. It's very important to share the data to see where Valentino is stronger. For sure, with his experience, he has some really good tools to go fast on the tracks. So I can learn a lot. And sure, everything I can take for learn, I do. So yeah, we share, and yeah, I try to understand and to learn. That is the most important.
Okay. As Vale mentioned before, that he has a much higher experience than Maverick. I won't say that he's younger than you. Okay.
A little bit.
Just a little bit younger.
Just a little
So,
bit.
what do you learn the most from Maverick as your teammates?
Now in the MotoGP team, in all the team,
Yeah.
especially in the factory team, you work very much also with your teammate and the two teams together. So we always follow what Maverick do on the bike and try always to learn. He's always very strong. He's always he ride in a precise way, and he's very fast. He's very brave. It's good to have a teammate of this level, because you can improve a lot, and you never stop learning.
Okay.
Valentino, from the present to the past. Okay, the 10-year challenge was big on social media this last month. Now, 10 years ago, you won your 9th championship title. That was with Yamaha in 2009. Maybe for people that weren't around then, didn't watch racing then, how different is it for you back then and now?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a long time ago. It's a little bit too much. Yeah, 2009 was a great season. I fight with my teammate for all the season long, and at the end I was able to win the championship. I remember I have a great memories from the season. What's changed? A lot of things and nothing. I mean, MotoGP, our sport, changed very much. The level now is higher. Everybody work stronger than 10 years ago. From the other side, in the team, nothing. I feel always the same. It's a long time for me with Yamaha. It's more than 10 years, maybe 15 or 16. But always a great feeling, and I think that the atmosphere in the team is important for achieve the good results.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Maverick, you were in a slightly different situation. I believe that is the year you moved up to it was then called the CEV Buckler 125 GP series. Just for everyone to know, that is the national Spanish series. So you were really still starting your career then, Maverick. What are the biggest lessons you've learned in the last 10 years moving up to this MotoGP role?
Well, at that time, being here now was a dream, so I can be better. So I'm really good, honestly, living my dream. So I learned a lot. I learned to get up from all the mistakes, from the faults. So sure, year by year you learn, you get more experience, you understand better the way to ride the bike, because for sure I get a lot of experience these 2 years in Yamaha, and yeah, finally year by year you understand better all the things, how it works, all the hard work you've been done. So sure, it's important to don't forget finally the objective, that it's what it keeps you going.
Okay, so next question is for Vale. You are the most rider with the most experience in the field. Okay, so in your opinion, what are the requirements for a successful year in MotoGP?
Yeah, we have to work hard, because especially in the last period, our opponents make a good step. And now, in the modern MotoGP, for me, the keys are the tires. We always try to work for save the tires. So you start from Friday morning and the main reason is save the tires.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult job, because it's very precise, and you can make the difference with your riding style, but at the same time you have to work hard with the engineers. So I think this is the target for this season, for try to win.
Okay, so managing the tires, right? Okay, so next is for Maverick. Well, you've made many changes in the last few months. You changed your rider number, welcome Esteban Garcia as